Welcome to the Jacksonville Casket Factory. You know, Jacksonville has a long and wonderful history. And along with that history are many legends. Legends of fright, legends of ghosts, and of things unknown. Let me tell you one. The story of Grimson Boxgood. Grimson Boxgood was a mortician, and he had a funeral parlor in the middle of downtown Jacksonville in the early 1900s. Grimson was a very strange man, tall, gaunt, sallow, and had an obsession with caskets. He would spend many, many evenings alone inside the casket factory, going from casket to casket, imagining what his clients would look like lying in them. It was even reported that Grimson would occasionally take naps in the caskets. He was very, very peculiar. But, by all accounts, harmless. Decades passed. The casket factory was abandoned. And suddenly, Grimson disappeared. No one knew where he went. His funeral parlor fell into disarray and was abandoned as well. Years later, in the same spot, someone installed an ice cream parlor. But Grimson was nowhere to be found. Many years later, one Halloween night, some kids broke into the old casket factory and began looking around. They had no flashlights. They were alone in the dark, looking from room to room, and finally they went to the third floor. Far in the reaches of the third floor, they found a strange room, sealed. They broke into the room, and in this room was darkness, all pitch black. They wandered in slowly and suddenly tripped and lit a match and looked down, and on the floor were human remains, skeletal remains with dried skin still stretched over the bones. The body had a top hat lying over to the side. Rotting clothes still clung to the frame. In one hand was a tape measure, and in the other hand was the design of a casket. Yes, the remains were that of Grimson Boxgood. The kids were terrified. They backed up, they lit another match, and they looked around the room, and there, around the room, were 13 caskets standing up on end. And in each casket were the remains of Grimson's clients that he had never buried. He had kept them in the room to keep him company on those dark, lonely nights. So enjoy the Casket Factory. Welcome. It's a Halloween you'll never forget.